It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their hearts of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. With all the times of sin and strife the world has suffered too long, beneath the angel's voice has grown 2,000 years of wrong. And men are born, but men can't hear the love song that they bring. So stop this noise, you men of war, to hear the angels sing. Let them sing midnight clear, midnight clear, midnight clear, midnight, midnight. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Let them sing midnight clear, midnight clear, midnight clear, midnight, midnight. Thank you. It's one of my favorites. Christmas. Get you in the Christmas spirit a little bit. Slipping away, what can I say? Won't you stay inside me, month of May, and hold on to me, golden days slipping away. Sunshine on my mind, to keep my mind on the things I'm saying. Footsteps in the hall to tell me I've been this way before. Nevermore, let it rain, sweet Mary Jane. Let it wash your love down all around me. Come inside, put it down, let it rain. I've been trying hard to find a way to let you know time round I'm searching down to where I used to go. It's been on my mind to make it shine. You can say I wanna be free. I can say someday I will be. You can say I wanna be free. I can say someday I will be. You can say I wanna be free. I can say today I will be.
Thank you. God is in this place fully, completely expressing in, through, and as each and every beloved one of us. How good it is to remember this vital force that infuses each and every one of us. It is the divine life itself. It is the only life there is to have or to be, and it is your life and my life now. And in this ever deepening and ever expanding consciousness of our authentic reality, we come together with our open hearts and our open minds, willing and ready and able to embody this divine presence and to share it with one another, and to let that divine energy, love, and wisdom move out into the community and into the world and bring us all into greater life, into greater awareness that there is God and nothing else. And that unimpeachable wholeness of the universe is celebrating itself in, through, and as each one of us. And so in this consciousness of remembering, in this consciousness of accepting, something fabulous is unfolding. And it's got punctuation marks. So gratefully we come together with whatever is going on and know that we are in the right place with the right people, and it is the right time. With great thanksgiving, we accept this truth, release our word now to the perfect law of mind. And I invite you to say with me, and so it is. That was exciting. It's me? No earring. They did no earring. Kaboom. I'm feeling kind of powerful today. But go to the light. Go to the mic. Hi. All right. Did you get that? That was, if you weren't awake before, you are now. How did you like that snowy rain this morning? Wasn't that wonderful? Oh, I loved it. And we were inside when all that was happening. So welcome, everyone. So glad. Hi, there you are. And thank you all for braving it. I mean, it's not even raining or snowing right now. So there's every reason for you to be right here. And I trust you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Reverend Mike and I sure did. We were in Kansas City with my son Jim, got back Friday night, and we came back, we flew back ahead of the storms. wasn't that clever. We like listening to our divine intuitive knowing. So we had a wonderful time. I trust you all did too. And didn't we have a wonderful time last Sunday at our community celebration of Thanksgiving? It was wonderful, and it was wonderful to have you there. So here we are. I am still Maxine Kaye, whether I'm in Kansas City or in Wayne or parts in between. And I'm so grateful to be your spiritual leader of this beautiful community, the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. And that's what we do. We are spiritual livers. So we come together, whether it's raining or snowing or bright sun or anything else, because this is the place we love to be with each other, including all of the places that we go for fun and all that frivolity that those two over there are always creating for us, and we're grateful for that. They're the shenanigan sisters. And so it's so fun to get together for our social activities and to come together. I mean, there's no difference between worship service and playtime, because there we are all experiencing the presence of the divine and having, God just wants to have a wonderful time by means of us, don't you think? And so let's let that happen more and more often. And we're here for each other. We play together, we pray together. Sometimes we even cry together. And the operative word there is together. So thank you all for being a very significant part of this beloved community. And as you know, we're part of a global association, the Centers for Spiritual Living. And so we all, no matter where we are in the world, we have different approaches to expressing truth. The philosophy that was put together so beautifully by Ernest Holmes 100 years ago, plus now. But we share common goals. We share common intentions. And so if you would like to answer the question, what is our mission? To provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Don't you love the idea of transformation? I'm a sucker for transformation. And you know that because I've told you stories about why. And I'll tell you again because I tend to do that. But transformation, we don't need to feel stuck in anything. Events take place, challenging ones sometimes, and we have the power to see through, to allow the transformative energy of the divine to lift us out of that into something truer and more real and lasting. So what's our purpose? To awaken humanity to spiritual magnificence. Oh, magnificence. That word is juicy, isn't it? You don't want to just to wake up and like, okay, here we are, human having a good day. We are spiritually magnificent. And we're helping other people discover that too. All right, so what's our vision? Do we have a vision? Yeah. A world that works for everyone. Make it bigger. A world that works for all. And that's the truth. And so we're going to have our opening song. This is the last Sunday of November, so we're completing the opening and closing songs that we've had all month, and it's still that wonderful Karen Drucker blessing to the world. We want to stand up and get the energy flowing.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, and we are are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, and we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
This is my microphone today. I will try not to drop it. Okay. I'm going to talk to the teens and any younger people who may be out there listening today, all snug in their pajamas with visions of sugar plums. No, we're too early for that. Okay. You know, this is a very wonderful time of year. It's a season where everybody's celebrating everything. We just had Thanksgiving, and I'm sure you're very grateful for every wonderful thing that happened that day. We certainly are. So let's ask ourselves, with all these occasions coming up, just what we really are celebrating. Okay, so your families are preparing for the holidays, and you are as well, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, etc. Remembering the real meaning of each of the holiday we celebrate keeps us in joy, keeps us in serenity too. You might notice that sometimes your parents get a little bit wound up in preparations, usually the mom more, but they both do, they all do, grandpas as well. But we can get caught up in these times, and things can feel a little stressful. There's just so much to do. Okay, you may have been hearing that at home, but you know, sometimes we do things year after year just out of habit. Sometimes we see that people expect us to, and we don't want to disappoint them, so we keep doing it, and we overdo it. And sometimes we're just not realizing that we can make a change. We don't have to do it that way all the time. I'll tell you a story on myself. I often do. I was the bread roll and pie baker in the family, as we would go when the kids were small, and we would go to cousins and aunts and uncles' houses, or they'd come to us. And my father particularly loved mince pie. So apple, pumpkin, what else did I do? And always mince pie. And he was always grateful for that, and I never let him down. He always had a mince pie. Oh, pecan pie, that was the other one I made. Okay, so he passed in 1972 at the age of 72. And so the next year, next Thanksgiving came around, I made apple, pumpkin, pecan, and mince pie. I did that for a few years. Nobody liked mince pie but my father. Why did I keep making it? Finally, it was like, I could have not made that mince pie, and I stopped making it. Anybody here like mince pie? No. Nobody likes mince pie. Oh, you do? Did you want me to make you one? Because I'm not gonna. So the thing is, this year, help your parents understand. I'm still talking to the kids. Help your parents understand that it's okay to make changes so that your holidays are more peaceful and more joyful. And that's a message I'm going to be sharing with the grown-ups here today, including myself. Now, to make the announcements, and drum roll, whatever we need, our president of our board, Linda Moose, is about to come and share with you.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. So in every organization, there's always that one person that is always there, always holds the fort, and never gets recognized. And that is, y'all know, Miss Linda O'Neill. So, Reverend Mike is sponsoring today's service in honor and in gratitude for Linda O'Neill. Right. So the funny thing is, I had my check made out today to do the exact same thing. So next week, we'll be surprised who I sponsor. So there. So we have so many things happening. Okay, Music and Munchies was supposed to be this Friday night coming, and that has to be rescheduled. So we still have another event this week, which is Full Moon Ceremony Wednesday, December 3rd, Inspiration Cafe, 7 to 8 with our dear Diane Wilson, and it's always fun. It's always fun. Nibbles and New Thought is next Monday, the 8th, at Mainline Tavern in 516 King Street. I think, oh, that's Paoli? I thought it was Malvern, but it doesn't matter. So we really appreciate if you go online and register, so we make sure we have enough seats, etc. Our Coins for Camp is still going on. It'll be going on till May, and really we're getting a great response, and I personally am having fun with it. So I go to this store, and I'm like, oh, I could play with card, but if I pay with a card, I'm not going to have any change. So it's adding up, and I recommend that you have a little race with a partner or a friend and see who can get the most coins. Our winter solstice, save the date, big event, December 20th, and it is a Saturday night, and it's interfaith. So we're going to have all different religions are going to be present, and always good food as well. Let's see what I haven't said. Oh, our intentional giving pledge for 2026 are all coming in. If you haven't done it, please do it so the board can get its act together. So, thank you.
And in the silence, there is serenity. In the quiet center of our hearts, there's peace. This peace fills us to overflowing. We are living, moving, and having our being in the presence of love, peace, serenity, and power. Resting in spirit and inviting its loving, wise, and wonderful flow through us to guide, direct, nourish, and remind us that it isn't we of ourselves who do a thing, but that illuminating presence of the divine light that warms, directs, and guides us into that which truly is ours to do. And so we come even more deeply into the divinity, inviting the loving embrace to hold us tenderly, show us what is true and real, what is possible, and what truly is ours to do, where we are the instruments of the divine. We are the hands and the feet, the heart, the eyes, the ears. We are the instrument through which the presence of love and peace continue to flow out into the world. So that then wherever we walk, we bring a trail of tranquility, a light of love, and the power of peace, remaining true to our authentic nature, which is the spiritual magnificence we all share. We allow ourselves to be nurtured and guided and loved and empowered. For infinite possibilities are ours as we surrender to the greater presence that is within us, flows through us, and helps us to remember that all is well. All is well, truly, truly, all is well.
Happy Sunday, everyone. This is an awesome looking group. What a great, great time to be together. And Dr. Maxine had a couple ideas and themes for today. And one was about being gentle with yourself. And so the first thing I thought of was one of my favorite lines from Karen Drucker that says, "I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go." And so I was reading ahead, here's a little commercial, in Science of Mind magazine. And one of our favorites, Michael Gott, is doing the daily guides for December. He also wrote a wonderful article in, I believe, the October edition of Science of Mind magazine. And he is both a Science of Mind and a Unity minister and a gifted songwriter. And so I just wanted to share with you his affirmation for today, because after all the daily guides, there are affirmations. And between the two of these, he's covered a couple of the themes that Dr. Maxine had in mind. It says, I trust divine timing moving through my life today. I intuitively know what to do and how to do it. I know when to stop doing and allow everything to be as it is. I am guided by spirit. And so, as Dr. Maxine affirmed earlier, spirit is in this place. How blessed we are to be gathering today in this place with wonderful music, inspired talks, loving community, conversations. This is such a special time to affirm our spiritual community for each and every one of us. And each and every one of us comes away with some new inspiration, knowledge, wisdom, perhaps even question. There is something here for each and every one of us every Sunday, every time we meet, because this spiritual community is a blessing, and it is a marvelous expression of the love and the joy and the peace and the harmony of God. I am so grateful to know this, grateful for all that is presented here today, grateful for each and every person involved in making today happen, grateful for this wonderful group that is present. I am feeling very blessed. And so I accept that God is right here, right now. And divine order, divine wisdom, divine inspiration is expressing right here and right now. And it is glorious. And with great gratitude, I release this word into the law, knowing that the law only ever says yes. I let it be so, and so it is. And for our affirmation, like magic, I rest in the divine embrace, allowing the Spirit to accomplish all things through me with grace, and cherishing the sacredness of this season.
In the middle of a winter's day, feel a little bit cloudy and gray. There's a riddle standing in the way. Na, na, na. How a man can have so many things and still not have what he needs. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. My hour of darkness, find me, and look up to the sky. Find me the brightest star. Find me, I wish for you and I. Watch over the seeds you sow. If you want to see the children grow, you gotta give them love and let them go. Na, na, na. Remember what the cricket said. Everything your heart desires will come to you in its own time. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. My hour of darkness, find me, find me. Look up to the sky, find me, find me. Find me the brightest star, find me. I wish with you and I wish I may, oh wish I might, wish I may, oh wish I might, wish I may, oh wish I might, I wish I may, oh wish I might. So don't forget to bow your head and imagine more than what you see. After all, life is but a dream. I wish I may, I wish I might, I wish I may, I wish I might, I wish I may, I wish I might, wish I may, I wish I might. Roll, 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 roll your boat down the stream. I know, I know, I know, life is but a dream. I wish I may, wish I might, wish I may, wish I might.
There you go, singing about yourself, the brightest star in all of us. That was really delightful. Thank you. Okay, it is the last Sunday of this month. Our theme has been the gentle art of blessing. And today, as Cheryl nicely shared with you, and as you had that beautiful image up there earlier that our Edie made, bringing in the holidays gently. This is my annual let's take it easy talk. Let's delight in the sacredness of the season without overdoing things or being too silly. And let's remember who we are, whose we are, and what the presence is that's doing everything through us anyway. And I love this from Numbers. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. You like a little more peace? Well, this is where it comes from. It comes from that flow of divine life within us. When we open to it and remember and stop believing that we're doing everything all by ourselves. So, it's wisdom to be gentle with ourselves, especially during times of increased activity and feeling that maybe there are some demands made upon us. And guess what? We're the ones making the demands. Because I was sharing with the kids earlier, you do not have to keep making that darn mince pie. Okay? There are things we can change. So welcome to the holidays, D-A-Z-E. Let's not have those. Let's move instead into the holy days. And holy comes from the same root as whole. W-H-O-L-E, the unimpeachable wholeness of the universe, which is our divine right, and it is what takes place in this universe all the time. Let's just catch up with it. Let's just slow down enough that let it catch up with us. Everything is working the way it's supposed to work in this universe, sometimes except us, because we forget that there is this divine intelligence within us that we all share, that we have the ability to tune in to the peaceful power of the divine and let it work through us so that everything we do feels wonderful. Having this true sense of the sacred, then what about the things that feel like duty? Do less of that. This is a very easy prescription. What makes your heart sing? Do more of that, okay? So, I know I'm still going to make all the cookies, and I'm going to make all the cookies because making the cookies makes my heart sing. And you don't mind it either, do you? And the Swedish tea rings, you don't mind those. I have never heard a complaint about them. So it makes my heart sing. It gives me joy to do it, and I know that it is the divine energy of this universe flowing through me and the creativity of this universe that brings it all together and makes it fun. So I do that. And I am continuing to look and see what feels like drudgery in some way and just not do that, okay? We have the right to make these choices, and I'm encouraging us all to do so. And let's invite the divine presence to act through us. How may we bring the gift of presence? More presence, not so many presents. Yeah? When we bring the gift of presence, that's the greatest gift we can give to ourselves and to all of our loved ones. How do we do that? Well, one way is to listen to each other with an open heart. That's bringing presence. That's one of the most important and healing things that we can do for each other, is to be present with an open heart, hearing what's in another person's heart, not trying to fix anything, but just to be there, knowing for the other person, even without a word, that they are already expressing the unimpeachable wholeness of the universe, and they're absolutely perfect. How else do we bring the gift of presence everywhere we go? Well, bring more kindness into every interaction. Remember? Be kind whenever possible. And it is always possible. Always. No matter the appearance of things, it's always possible to bring kindness. I was reading about a gentleman who has done what many of us do if we're in Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts line getting a coffee. We will say, give the credit card if we're doing it that way, and say, please put the car behind me amount on that one as well, and then scoot off. In fact, when I lived near San Francisco, I had the great joy of paying the toll for the person behind me and then dashing off so they never knew who it was. It's just fun to do that. And so I was reading about a fellow who was going through, I think he did Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not advertising any of this, okay? I get nothing for it except fun. So he would do this routinely in the same little town. And so people got to know who he was. And one day he was going through and they said, oh, the lady in front of you already took care of that. And so then another time, when he was going through, he was thinking, our thoughts are powerful. He was thinking, he was going to pay for the car behind him, and he says, I wonder if anybody ever comes through here and gets donuts and coffee for the whole soccer team. Sure enough, his bill for that was $45. And he went, I'm so glad I'm rich, So let's do those acts of kindness, and when we do, it seems so small, doesn't it? But it's so important. You know, when you go to the post office or you're going to the mall, I don't do the mall this time of year, but I like the little local stores. That's my preference whenever I can. But if you're there and you're in a line, or you're at the bank and you're in a line, make it fun for the people around you. You are the party, or you can be. You know, I start playing with the people around me in line. You know what? They like it. Everybody starts playing with everybody else. That's a very small gesture of kindness, and it comes right from the heart, and it has a whole lot to do with what this season is about. Connecting with one another, changing those interactions into, rather than transitional, where you're saying, I'll give you this, you give me that, you know, at the grocery store. No, make it transformational, so that the more important thing about whatever that transaction may be, transactional to transformational, whatever that transaction may be, you're actually establishing a relationship. And that person's not going to forget that. And you're not going to forget it either, because it feels good. It's like, this is why we're here, to connect with each other. We're already one with each other, we just forget. Let's invite grace to move us through every action. Feel the buoyancy of love lifting us into every successful endeavor that we choose. Let's recall what the holiday truly means to you. You know, we just celebrated Thanksgiving, all about gratitude, and we decided that we're not just going to do it in the month of November. We'll do it in December, January through December next year, and let's continue to do that, because gratitude, you remember, is causative. The more I open my heart with joy and thanksgiving, the more good is poured to me. Have you noticed that? So it's causative. That's why we continue to feel grateful for the blessings, for the source that provides them all. Hanukkah, that's about faith. It's about the continuance of the light. You'll hear more about that at the solstice, of course. Christmas, the birth of a new possibility, the birth of love. And Kwanzaa, you know, they have 7 principles that are beautiful. And the first one I really love. It's called Umani, and it means unity. That's another thing to celebrate. New Year is coming, and make sure that you come on the last day of this year, the 31st of December, to Av, wherever Mike and I live, up in the upper area of our clubhouse, because if you come between 6:30 and 6:45 a.m., you'll be all ready for the world meditation, the peace meditation at 7 o'clock that Reverend Mike leads us through so beautifully. And then we all go to breakfast together afterwards. So put that on your calendar. New Year's, of course, well, it's about newness, hello, and it's about the opportunity for change and progress to peace. So how can we possibly experience stress while we're being immersed in gratitude and light and love and unity and newness and peace? We come back to what really matters. We can all do this. And you know what? The more we do it, the more other people around us catch on. And you're going to see them relaxed and breathe a little more deeply and smile a little more broadly. You know, we can be the emissaries of this divine life, and we are. So in truth, we're not bringing in the holidays. You know, I can remember when my kids were all little, I felt as though I was dragging Santa down the chimney, because I'd stay up really late at night putting toys together and wrapping stuff. And I felt responsible to bring Santa into the living room. I never was, and I finally wised up, and I'll tell you more of that in a bit. So we're not bringing in the holidays, because they're going to come in anyway. Can't stop them. And that's okay because they're fabulous. So the questions are, how gently am I entering into these holidays? What kind of environment am I creating for myself and for my loved ones? What truly matters? What is less important? What can I release? Do I really need to send 400 holiday cards? Or any? What can I release that I used to think was really important that isn't? Maybe there's another way for me to connect with the people that I love. Do I really need to make a mince pie? No. I love Matthew, the part that says, consider the lilies of the field. They toil not, nor do they spin. Yet not even Solomon was arrayed like these. The birds don't wonder where their food is coming. Well, they wondered when we were in Kansas City, but we filled up their feeders just as soon as we got home. What does this season really mean to me? This is my annual Christmas lady story. Some of you have heard it. You're going to hear it again. So she was recently divorced. She had 3 little kids, and she had these customs, these beautiful traditions that she had created in the family, where Christmas Eve was all about putting out the cookies for Santa, having hot chocolate, and just being together. And then in the morning, gathering around the Christmas tree, getting the stockings, and opening the gifts, and having a beautiful breakfast and enjoying a beautiful day. Well, in the divorce, it was only fair that one parent have the children on Christmas Eve and the other on Christmas morning. So it was decided that they would go with their father on Christmas Eve, and he would bring them back, and she'd have them for Christmas morning. Sounds fair, doesn't it? Well, fairness doesn't always have a lot to do with emotions, does it? And so there she is, Christmas Eve, no children. Putting out the cookies for Santa seemed a little strange, but I think she probably did it anyway. Wasn't really in the mood to drink hot cocoa by herself. So suddenly she thought, enough of this. Get up, go out, and go to some little stores that are open and get gifts and wrap them. And she did that. Little gifts, sweet little things. And then she went to rest homes in the area. And do you know that there are many rest homes that really don't even have too many visitors? And so she was able to give these little gifts to the people and put smiles on their faces. And then she went home and changed and went to the 11:30 candle lighting service at her church, religious science church, by the way. And that became her practice year after year. Talk about a shift in consciousness. And I continued to do that for many years. Okay, so make another batch of cookies or attend a candle lighting service. That's your choice. Make a good choice. Dash around frantically? On Dasher, on Dancer, or sit in quiet meditation and just invite the Christ light to shine through us. These are the choices we have. Ye are the light of the world. And Ernest Holmes says, the mystic Christ comes from the bosom of the unseen Father, proclaiming the love of God through his own love of humanity. Let yourself be loved. Let your love light shine and give warmth to all you encounter. So let's move with grace and gentleness into this beautiful, sacred season. Do I get an amen? And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Thank you. Now we're going to have the joy of our offertory. This is the time when those of us who love to give in this way, and those of us who give in other ways, and there are oh so many techie ways to give, just if that is how you choose to give to your beloved community, when the plate comes around, just put your hands over it and bless it. That's going to multiply it too for everybody. All right, let's say our affirmation together, which is, I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is. And so are you. I love you. We bless these divine gifts to multiply, both for the giver and for our beloved center itself. We give thanks for the good that is ours to share, and so it is. Thank you. Solstice, 20th, there are flyers out there. I would love it if you would take some of those flyers and post them wherever you're allowed to do that, so we can have a lot of people come to this wonderful, wonderful experience. You'll have music by Ray and Will Hodgson, and we're going to be planning that this week. Yes. Huh? What did you say? You won't forget? No. I won't let you. It is such a delight to work with this gentleman. It really is. He's brilliant, as you know, and just so full of love and cares about us all. So we're grateful. We're very blessed. All right, so we go forth with the realization that there is God and nothing else, and that we flow with the peace and the grace of Spirit. And everything we do out of joy and out of love. And we know then that it is so successful. And we delight in this sacred season. And so it is. Now, before we go for our refreshments, we will, and thank you for all who brought the freshments. They're fresh. And so we're going to stand and sing our closing song, which is Thankful Hearts.
Thankful hearts, we end this time. With thankful hearts, we say goodbye. We show our love and share our home with each other. we're not alone. With thankful hearts, we end this time. With thankful hearts, we say goodbye. We show our love and share our home with each other. We're not alone with each other.